Welcome in to another episode of Segments, where we create segments and we talk about them. Austin has created 5 segments. Austin, what are those 5 segments? What are they?
The 5 segments are coffee or energy drinks, top 5 bucket list arenas, past or present, and best concerts you've ever attended, most unique memories, emphasis on unique, in Neyland Stadium, Thompson Bowling Arena, and Lindsey Nelson Stadium. And lastly, snacks.
Favorite snacks?
Just snacks.
Love it. Love it.
They don't have to be your favorite snacks. Just
they're gonna be-
snacks.
oh,
You can
yeah.
just go like
They're gonna
Fritos. Qualify.
They're gonna be my favorite snacks. But man, I love doing
You
this
get
show. Man, we're just gonna dick around. We ain't gotta do anything serious. We ain't gotta talk about Tennessee football, basketball, baseball. We ain't gotta talk about none of that.
I screamed like a freaking lunatic 17 times, and you're saying, "Oh, now we don't have to be serious."
No, we don't. We don't.
That was serious.
That's what this show's for.
That's what seriousness is.
Well, we gotta do fun stuff. We ain't gotta do serious stuff. I like the not
Having a
serious stuff.
panic attack over 18 to 22-year-olds is not
Yeah.
serious. Is
Yeah.
when it's more serious.
Yeah. Well, okay. So you had your categories. I like those categories. Those are pretty fun ones. All right. So which category do you want to start out with first? Because I got a lot of answers to a lot of those that you just mentioned already in my head, in my brain, my big fat brain. So which one do you want to go to first?
I think we should start it off with coffee or energy drinks, and just kind of give me your take on the best of both. And
Okay,
which
so-
one's superior?
I gotta be in the mood to drink coffee. I always every morning I will get an energy drink, get in my car, and go to work. That's just kind of what I do. I if I go to Waffle House, I'm gonna get a cup of coffee to start my day. I usually go to Waffle House almost every Saturday morning, usually, and I start with a cup of coffee and All-Star Special. But I have to be in the mood for coffee. I just can't drink coffee. A lot of people can just drink coffee. I know you drink a lot of coffee. You'll come in early in the morning and you'll be drinking a lot of coffee. But I'm more of a energy drink kind of guy. And I want to name some of my favorite ones at how I got started. But I don't dislike either one. But if I prefer one more than the other, I'm gonna go energy drink. And I know they're terrible for you, but that's just they're tasty, they're good, and they're cold. I like to get up in the morning and kind of get that taste out of your mouth, and just swallow something cold. And I don't like to wait for the coffee. If I can go somewhere and they can just bring it instantly, that's good. I mean, I do have a Keurig in my house. I do drink the coffee on Saturday mornings and when it's cold outside. But preferably, I'm going energy drink.
Okay.
What about you?
If I'm gotta cut one out of my life, I think I'm gonna cut energy drinks. I love energy drinks, but coffee, I don't know. The peaks of coffee are higher than the peaks of energy drinks. Energy drinks, I'm just feeling like I'm drinking a super soda. Like I get the same thing from a Coke, but it's like a way more aggressive punch with the energy drinks, and it's when I need it. Trust me, it's like 1 p.m. I'm dragging ass, and I need that kick. That is an energy drink, a moment in my life for an energy drink. But
Yeah.
I will say that early morning coffee, especially in the winter, oh my gosh, like it's the best. I mean, in the winter, be honest, especially in the line of work we're in, there ain't nothing good. You're cold. You're
Yeah.
gonna be cold. You're gonna stay cold.
Mhm.
Cold is the what you're feeling that day for pretty much the whole day.
Yeah.
And coffee removes you from that just in those worst hours to start it. Like every time you take a sip, you're not cold anymore. That is not what you're focused on. You need something else. And that is why I love coffee. And also back in college, man, I don't know, something about studying with coffee just felt so right. And also iced coffee. Huge shout out to iced coffee.
I'm not a fan. I don't like
What?
iced coffee. I don't like it.
What? Oh my
Coffee should be
gosh.
hot. Coffee should be hot.
Oh, and then it by the time you're done drinking it, especially the large one from Dunkin', especially when you're done drinking it and you got the ice down there. And my lovely wife has to listen to me with the
Yeah,
ice forever. And it's so good. It's so good. It's the best ice ever. I
okay,
don't care what
so
anyone says, the greatest ice of all time. That
here's the
halfway
thing.
melted Dunkin' ice
Yeah.
with the
No,
coffee, water.
get that. I know, no, I get that. But my thing with iced coffee is it doesn't hit me like hot coffee does. I guess there's something about hot coffee. It gets in your bloodstream or something better, and it just hits you, and you're like so alert. But they say that you're not supposed to drink caffeine until like you're been awake for over an hour because when you
Oh,
wake up, I know that's the
I'm in
stupidest study
trouble.
I've ever heard in my life because they say when you wake up, that's when you're like the most alert. Like you're trying to wake up, you're like alert of everything around you, blah, blah. And they say about an hour later, that's when you need the energy kick because your body has already started its day. And it's like, oh, I need caffeine. And that's when you have the biggest caffeine kick is or caffeine rush when you drink it supposedly an hour later. But I hate that because I drink it right away in the morning. I drink it immediately when I get up in the morning. But
To
speaking
me, in the
of,
morning, you're super groggy
yeah,
and like you need something to push you up, you know? That's
yeah,
how I always viewed it. And boy, I'll tell you one thing about this though. I took a lot of this stuff. I would
yeah.
be dead without it. I mean, I'm literally not joking. Like, I drink it too much. I'm worried. I'm
Yeah,
straight.
I
I'm
I try to
straight
drink
worried.
I try to drink one a day, energy drink, and I know they're really bad for you. Can you remember what was the first energy drink you ever were like, "Oh, wow, this is good." Like,
Red Bull.
Red Bull, okay,
We
so Red Bull was not mine, but I do remember the phases I went through with certain energy drinks through high school and through college until now. What like, I know, all these energy drinks have just exploded onto the scene. What is your go-to back in the day? And kinda what did you what from start to finish to right now, how have you gone about energy drinks?
okay. There was this. I mean, if anyone remembers this, it would be awesome. But the Hamilton Place Mall in Chattanooga had a game place in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. And what it was like just a place, a really dark place filled with consoles and TVs lined throughout, and you could pay and you could stay there and play all the games, and it was really fun. And I will never forget the week Halo 3 dropped and everyone they had the lock-ins and you'd be there for
Yes.
I don't know 24 hours it seemed like playing Halo, and I had a night where I drank 6 Red Bulls. I was 12 years old. How it was irresponsible, but man, that was a fun night, and man, I knew from then on I loved Red Bull. Also, the Red Bull, like I think like of all the energy drinks, if you look at like aesthetically pleasing, just art and everything about it in the can in general, Red Bull
Mhm.
wins by far. It's just like that classic, the two bowls meeting, the silver can. It has never changed, and that is what is awesome with that branding. Like as a guy, I took business classes. Like that branding is so powerful, and why they'll always be a force in the energy drink game.
I I do like Red Bull. I do like Red Bull. But I started out with I'll never forget, me and my buddy used to always go to the gas station, like, late at night on, like, a weekend. This is, like, in middle school/high school. We'd walk there, and we'd get the black and green Monsters because those are really popular at the time. The black and green Monsters, I'll never forget. They're really popular. They tasted good as a kid. You taste one now, I think it tastes like crap. They taste terrible now.
Oh, they're good.
Like, I don't like them. The older I've gotten, the more I've just started to dislike them. But then I went from the Monster, and then I found out what Full Throttle was. Full Throttle and NOS came out around the same kind of time. Full Throttle is still one of my all-time favorite energy drinks ever. It just tastes amazing. It's great. And then NOS came out around the same time. Love that one too. And I drank those for a long, long, long time. And then this one energy drink came out for a little bit. It was a UFC. It was called Giants energy drink, and it was like a blueberry crush or something like that. The best energy drink I've ever had in my life. They only had it out for like a year, but me and my buddy used to drink that one all the time. So good. But if I drink one now, it's the Celsius, the larger 16-ounce can, the Celsius. If I drink one now, or Rain just came out with this amazing one. I think it's called White Haze or something like that. It tastes just like the white Monster drink, the sugar-free one, which is also really, really good.
Mhm. Oh,
But
that's a good one. That is one like that white monster will like take you
yeah,
to I don't know. There's always those there's a whole trend on Twitter that's like you drink it and Creed starts playing. It's freaking awesome. But where was it going? Okay, Nos.
I love
I've
it.
had a lot of Nosses in my life. I will say that is the only one where if I drink the whole thing pretty my heart. That is not good for it. I just know it's not. Okay, I feel it, and I feel good. I feel energized. I will never forget. I stood up all night and I drank like two Nosses at work the next day, and we were working like underneath the house. And I had this moment where I'm like, all I can hear is my heart right now. That's
Yeah,
probably not a good thing.
yeah.
Any doctors listening, just go send this man to the hospital immediately. It's a miracle he's still alive. But yeah, I'm on a rain cake as well. I like the orange creamsicle, especially in the morning. That's a pretty good morning flavor. Uh, every orange, every orange creamsicle energy drink, I'd say it's a pretty good morning flavor, even though I prefer coffee in the morning, especially if it's a little chill in the air. Um, we've gone all the way around with this topic,
I know it's good. It's
but
like I mean, it's because it started with like in your childhood. So I mean,
what's
it's
your
you
if
drink a
you
lot of
had
them.
so that UFC one, that's number one all time for you?
No, well, yes, like flavor wise, it was called Science. It was like blueberry crush. I can't remember the exact flavor. It was berry blue. It was I don't know. It was really good. It was really good.
Okay,
It's up there for me. And then it's up there for me. And then you go Full Throttle, Nos, in that order. But I can't drink those anymore because they're so full of freaking sugar. There's so much sugar in a Full Throttle or a Nos. There's so much sugar in a Full
yeah,
Throttle or Nos. So
yeah,
yeah,
I
those,
agree.
those those are mine. Those are mine.
Okay, all right. Well, I think we both did a lot of good there.
Yeah.
Um, okay, next topic. Top 5 bucket list basketball arenas,
Oh,
past or present.
okay.
You give me your number one, I'll give you my number one. Or number 5.
I'm
We'll,
just
we'll,
gonna.
we'll go 5-1.
I don't really have a countdown of. You threw out that one just a minute ago as the show came on, and I immediately thought of a couple. I'm gonna go. I went. They're in no specific order, but I'm gonna go with the first two that popped in my head immediately when you said that. The Madhouse in Madison, the Chicago Bulls. I'm pretty sure they stopped playing there in 1994 or something like that. But just in general, the mid 90s, watching a basketball game there with Michael Jordan and that whole team, I just I would love, absolutely love to go watch a game during that era. Just during that era. Oh my God, that would be so amazing. And I got another one, NBA one. I got some college ones too, but NBA, I'm going Boston Garden. Back in the day with Larry Bird. Apparently there was like no AC in that place. It was just like a gym. And it was the Boston Garden. And it's so historic. Not around anymore, but it was so historic. And you just hear if you turn on like NBA TV during the off season, you'll hear so many stories about how people hated playing there because it was so hot and draining and miserable. The locker rooms were so burning up hot. You never got a break from the heat. And you just hear so many stories. And it just reminds you of the old school like Larry Bird and all that. It's just really freaking cool. I would love to go to a game there. Like that would just be so historic, knowing all the names that pass through that arena. Because
Yeah.
people talk about all the time the Garden, like the Boston Garden. Like you hear
I've
that
been
all the time.
I've been outside it. It was June, so obviously there wasn't any basketball going on, but I kind of wanted to figure out a way to go, but we ended up going to Fenway. So I can't complain there. But okay, so those are your first two. I'll give you my next two. I'll start bottom up. This one it may be high, maybe it is higher on my list in some way. It's weird. I put it at 5 just because it's the least like
Mhm.
whatever. but it's the Palestra in Philadelphia. It's where the Penn Quakers play.
Hmm.
Um, and but I'm not if I go there, I'm not wanting to see the Penn Quakers play.
No.
I want to see the Big Five, and that is the Pennsylvania or the Philadelphia basketball tournament. They still hold. It is Villanova, Temple, Penn, LaSalle, and I think St. Joe's. Those are the Big Five in Philadelphia, and they have a tournament, and the winner of it's kind of like crowned king of Philadelphia college basketball for that year. Obviously, Villanova's ran roughshod over all of it, but and they have. I read the Backroads to March. It's a John Feinstein book,
Mm.
R.I.P. But and he mentions has all these great stories about it. And there's a quote in the arena that's one of my favorite quotes in sports, and no one knows who said it. It's just a quote on the wall.
Hmm.
To win the game is great, to play the game is greater, but to love the game is the greatest of all. And
Yeah,
I know
that's
that's
cool.
sappy or whatever, but that
No.
is one of my favorite quotes of all time. And
Yeah.
all right, and my
Real,
number four.
real, real, real quick. Volunteer 84 comments and says, "How about just some plain hot coffee, nothing added? How do you drink your coffee?"
I drink it with cream. I'm not
I
gonna
don't drink with
lie.
nothing. It's great, just black. Love it.
Really?
Yep,
Ah,
yep, love it.
well,
Love it, just black.
whatever.
Love it, just black.
I thought I hated coffee until I realized you can put cream in it.
So you just drink the cream, basically.
It's
Uh,
not that much. And sugar. Like, I don't know. I've never understood the like, you're not a man if you don't drink plain black coffee. Well, who gives a crap? um um but in my number four arena, I mean this one it's gonna be on everyone's top five, and I hate him to hell and back. I hate him. I
that
really do hate him. But it's Cameron Indoor Arena. Um
would be so
that
good.
is or no, Cameron Indoor Stadium. My bad. Stadium. It's really weird that's called a stadium. But
Hmm.
the coolest thing about it's the backboards come from down the building. Like there's no
Yeah.
post for the
Hmm. Old
backboards.
school.
Yeah. It's so awesome.
Old.
And obviously, I mean, for a great arena, like elite atmosphere, I feel like the crowd has to feel like they're on top of the team, when
Yeah.
when in crunch time. Like that is what makes an arena great. And that's one of my biggest gripes with Thompson Bowling Arena. It's not the crowd I'm mad at, really. It's more or less the how it's situated is more
Stadium feel.
stadium.
Yep.
Isn't it odd that Cameron Indoor Stadium is literally the opposite though, and it's
Yeah.
called a stadium?
Yeah. It's not a stadium at
But
all. It's like a gym.
no, it holds like what, like 8,000,
It's not a
and
lot. It's not a
just.
lot.
But I hate Coach K. I hate Duke. I think they. But you know what? I wouldn't ever take them out of college basketball because you know why?
Well,
There needs to be villains.
well, you just and you love history.
Yeah,
That I love history, and that if you look at Cameron Indoor Stadium, that place just looks like a freaking historic gym. It looks like it's run down. It looks like it's crappy. It's freaking awesome. Like you can't. It is. It's freaking. It's awesome. It's so cool, and it has a capacity. What you say, like 8,000 people or something around there. Uh, but there's another arena that I think is, I wouldn't say similar to that. Not It's not similar, but it's small like that, and that's Hinkle Fieldhouse that Butler plays in. It's got like nine. I think it's got like 9,000 as a capacity for that arena. It's very small, very intimate. Like when you're playing, really cool arena. I love those type arenas. And Charles Coach Arena for Wichita State? Is that what it's called?
oh
I
yeah,
would love
Coach.
to
I
go.
think that's a
Yeah,
yeah.
Coach. That Charles Coach Arena. I'm pretty sure it was like built in like 1955 or something like that. It was going for like the more futuristic look back in the day, but now it looks so cool. It's just like a circle. The court's a little bit bigger than the floor. It's kind of like Vandy's court, but not as way out there as Vandy's court is.
Yeah.
Also Vandy too. I want to put Vandy in there, but I've already been there. Vandy's
It's
it's such a
so
it's so cool. It's
I
different.
hate when people hate on it. Is that weird? Okay,
No,
I hate Vandy.
I
I
can't stand
do.
them.
Whatever. I obviously I don't like Vandy, but I will say, like, it's big. It's 14,000. That's pretty big for what Vandy is, and it's a good atmosphere. and it's old and unique. I mean, is it like annoying getting in your seat kind of? I guess the
It's like
hallways
a
are
high school.
small. Yeah,
It's
it's
like a
like a
high
high
school.
school, but it's big. It's in the it's on the other like the benches are on the end. I don't understand why. I get it's older and it's weird, but like why would that get it so much hate? I don't understand. I think that's awesome, and I know they're probably going to do the same thing to they like did to the football stadium and completely renovate it and ruin it. But for the time being, it's awesome. And I don't like anything about Vandy. I think they suck. I think they just suck. I think
And the
they're
crazy
not really good. They're just annoying and they think they're good and they think they're better than you somehow. But that's just a farce for the fact that they know their teams are
well,
never better than you, truly.
and the random thing too about that arena is you look up on the walls and there's these random ass doors. Dude, I'm praying for the day I just that door opens up, someone just like, oh damn, wrong door, and just falls out. Wait for a body just to fall out of the fucking second deck. You're like, oh damn, walk to the wrong door.
That
Like,
what
I
happened.
don't,
That's what happened to Bryce Drew.
yeah.
Oh man, I will say that rewatching the game where we were number one for the first time with Grant and Aberrell, um, and they took us to overtime, and Grant, I think he scored like 44 or something like
Yeah,
that, hit
yeah, yeah.
20 free throws, didn't miss one
Yep.
in overtime, and Jordan Bowden had the inbounds dunk. That's one of my all-time favorites UT basketball games.
Mhm.
Um, Okay, my next. I also had Hingle Fieldhouse. I think one of the most romantic gyms in basketball. The windows, everything. It's where they filmed Hoosiers. It's where Hoosiers happened. It's one of the. I think it's the oldest arena. It's kind of viewed as like the cathedral for college basketball. I wish. I'm happy they hold the NIT there now. And Next on that list is Allen Fieldhouse, Kansas. That's just such a badass arena. Like
Good one.
that, truth be told, that my number one is my which is upcoming is my probably favorite um arena, but I have a little bias for that one. So if you honestly tell me what is the best just arena like year in year out, it's probably Allen Fieldhouse because Cameron Indoor, it's too hard to get in, I feel like, for it to be number one. Like it can't be regularly attended by like fans. I feel like it's such an exclusive environment, it feels like that it's like a little weird, but I mean the students make it unique, but whatever. Um, but Allen Fieldhouse is just terrific and it's absolutely gorgeous. They obviously put a lot of money into it. I really wish to go one day. I regret that all the times UT played there, I never went. But
I think
my
I know.
number one.
I think I know where you're going with your last one. But real quick before you go to your last one, Madison Square Garden for me.
Okay.
Would love to go
Yeah.
there. Just to go there, watch a basketball game. It'd be fun as all get out. The history there too.
God.
The history. So much history. So much. But
Oh,
go ahead with your number one.
there's nowhere in America
No.
arena wise with more history than MSG,
Mm-mm.
but I don't know something about the big atmosphere, the stadiumness of it kept me away from it. But my number one is Assembly Hall in Indiana. I just every time I look at that arena, I just get romantic for college basketball. And Bobby Knight might be my all-time favorite coach in any sport. I think he's absolutely hilarious. I think he's absolutely terrible. I'd hate to be his I'd hate for him to be like a person in my life, but and I'd also love it. Like he's the ultimate character in the world.
Yeah.
And I've read A Season on the Brink like three times. I It's one of my favorite books of all time. And what he did in Indiana back in the day was so unreal. And just I would could you imagine being in that arena watching him throw that chair at TV Teddy?
Yeah.
That would be oh man, it just I'd say that's my number one. And I think aesthetically, it's the
Okay.
coolest to look at.
So I thought you were going somewhere completely different. I was gonna say Stokely.
Oh, okay,
You forgot Stokely.
okay,
That's a past arena.
yeah, you're right.
You
That is a
forgot
past
Stokely,
arena.
man. Stokely, come on.
I I would have loved to attend a game of Stokely. I heard it,
Yeah.
especially in the Bernie and Ernie days. That would have been so freaking unreal. Ah, man, all the photos of it, like I do think we should go back to that mid-court design. It would be okay. Do I wish that's where Tennessee played basketball now? Actually, kind of no, because it would be hard to get a ticket to, and I hate anything that like prices out the common fan. And I'll say the greatest thing about TBA is that it's very, very accessible for the common fan. Like
Mhm.
you never, it's rare we have a game. I think the highest get in price I can remember is probably $150, which is relatively low in this day and age. And that was for the Kentucky game. And it's always Kentucky because they're right there too, and they'll travel anywhere. Um, but so
It's a good
those are
list.
my top five. Yeah,
Good
yeah.
list.
Ah man, I really do want to go to Indiana. Like
Yeah.
you could do Hinkle and Assembly back to back
Mhm.
days if they somehow played on like a Saturday and a Sunday because they're like I don't know an hour apart.
Mhm.
Not even that maybe. Um, okay, next topic of or next segment. Oh,
Segment. Segment.
look at
Segment.
us.
Segment.
I, next segment. Best concert or best concerts you've ever attended, along with maybe one or two of your
Woo!
worst experiences.
Man, dude, I've got so many cons. I mean, I got so many, man. I remember the first time I ever went to a concert, and I was like, "That's cool." I didn't realize how many concerts I was actually gonna attend throughout my life. And I'm gonna go real quick before I get to my best. I wanna get to some, like, honorable mentions of was not expecting that from these artists. And I'm gonna go I'll say one, and then you can go ahead and say one, Austin. But I'm gonna
Okay.
go. Here's one off the wall. Papa Roach was one of the most amazing concerts that I went to, and was not expecting anything from it. I saw them at 93 X Fest in Memphis. If anyone out there knows what that is, it's a rock fest that used to happen at Mud Island, and all these rock bands would come out there. And Papa Roach blew me away with how good they were. They were so energetic. They sounded just like the album, and they were amazing live. And I'll never that first Papa Roach album with the cockroach on the front of it. I don't know if you remember that one, but it has so many
Got
bangers on it.
my life.
Yes, so cut my life into pieces. Yeah, Last Resort album, and then just a Broken Home. All those songs on the album were just bangers, man. Banger after banger after banger. And man, that concert was so freaking good. If I can go see them live, I would do it all over again. I would.
Oh man. I
Amazing.
One of my biggest regrets is I haven't been to enough concerts. I kind
I've
of
been to
feel like,
so
well,
many.
here's the problem with you and me. Like, you're older than me, and you were around to go to concerts when these bands were kind of in their prime. But I do have a few that I have, and Blink 182 was probably
Mm,
my.
that's a good one.
It's and it was with Matt Skiba. It was after Tom left, but they just came out with the California album. They were playing in the amphitheater in Nashville. It was and the All American Rejects opened for them, and just
Oh my god, what a banger! What
I
is
know, I
the All
know
American Reject is one of my favorites, man. They are like that era. That era of punk rock will never be done ever again. Like
it
that
can't be
era is
beat.
gone and dead, and it was magical. That punk rock era.
Yeah, and
Some of the
just
greatest artists ever.
like I grew up my entire life listening to those songs. Like that was every like I heard those songs a million
Yeah.
times, and for all like growing up like that, and then to hear them live, um, from Blink was so freaking awesome. Like
It's
when they played Die Century Gary, I was losing my mind because that's one of my all-time favorite songs. And uh and they're also known for just being funny too. Like he had a whole bit where he like didn't know what city he was in. Oh, look at the Nashville Arch. It's beautiful.
oh, yeah, yeah.
All your beautiful landmarks you got here. But and they're always funny like that. Um yeah, so that's one of mine.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with another one that absolutely blew me away, that I was there to see them. I was there to It was Bill Street Music Festival. The Bill Street Music Festival. I was there to see Daughtry, and I knew he was. I had a CD. I knew he was good. I will never remember being. If you've ever been down to Bill Street Music Festival, it's just a big grass, muddy area, and there's a couple three or four stages that are half a mile apart. So you got to walk to all the other stages that you want to go see these people at. And I'll never forget walking up to see Daughtry, and the crowd was big. The crowd was big. But if you know anything about Bill Street Music Festival, the very first stage is when you walk in. There are condos on top of this hill that outline the stage, and this massive hill goes up to the condos where there's a large gate, where the condominiums start up there. He starts singing, and I'm like, man, this dude's good. This is awesome. About 2 or 3 songs in, I look back. You could not see that hill anymore. It was covered with people. Every balcony of that condominiums were full of people. It was the most banging ass concert I have ever been to. That was like and guess the name of the stage. The stage was the AOL.com stage. If that tells
Oh
you,
wow.
AOL.com stage. And that concert, Daughtry was so badass. He was so badass. This is when he first, this was 07. And it was an
Oh,
AOL
he was in the peak of his existence.
peak. And this dude rocked the absolute shit out of that concert. And I will never forget leaving that concert and just being blown away with how good that man was. He was unbelievable, and I never expected it. Unreal concert.
Uh, um, my next one, it was actually this last July. I know I don't care about his politics or anything like that. Jason Isbell is one of my favorite. I know all time artists. I think he's the greatest songwriter of all time. Um, and we went to he had a show up at I can't even remember the name. Beach Mountain, I think it's
Beach
Beach
Mountain.
Mountain in North Carolina. And it was one of those times in July where it's raining on and off the whole day. And where we get there, we got good seats. It's general admission, so it's like it's get wherever you can. And in like 30 minutes for the show, they said, "Hey guys, we have to evacuate everyone." Um, and it's just out of nowhere. I mean, literally, I thought it wouldn't rain. Like I was looking around, like it's not gonna rain, and I'm not kidding you. The one of the biggest downpours I've ever seen ensues, and everyone's just scattering like ants. And we eventually find our way to a tunnel, and like we're trying to get updates on like because the weather's kind of moving out, and we're trying to get updates on like when it'll start because it's already gone past the start time. While we're in the non-lit tunnel, which literally it's just a bunch of people in this dark tunnel. And we're just all in like they tweet out or they post the wrong number to text for updates and all this other stuff. No one knows what the hell's happening. Um, eventually they do it stops in the concert and they tell everyone, hey, you can come back in. And man, that was it was one. He played Decoration Day. I was losing my mind for that. And it kept like on and off storming and it was like thundering and I was really getting terrified because I know like lightning is when they'll kind of call it quits. They won't play through
Yeah.
lightning.
Yeah.
So I was like terrified that I'd see like half a show. But they stayed and played the entire thing, did like 3 songs in their encore. And I know I talked to Reed Carringer. I saw him there. If you know him on Twitter, and it's working football time in Tennessee. He told me he's seen him like 25 times. I'm just like, well, it's my first. Thank you. But that was unforgettable and just we were so close because of it being drill mission. You can just move
Oh
forward,
yeah.
and that really made it way better. I will never forget that till the day I die.
Yeah. Well, like Reed Carringer, you said he's seen him 25 times. That's how I am with like Shinedown and Kings of Leon. I've seen them
Mhm.
feels like 20 times a piece. But I just the Daughtry, the Papa Roach. There's a Christian band called Red. You know who Red is? A
You've told me
Christian
about them,
a
and
Christian band.
I've heard a few of their songs.
Yes, a Christian band called Red. They also just rocked the house. They were so freaking good. They were amazing. And I do got another one real quick before we kind of go to concerts that kind of disappointed you that you were really excited for. I saw 3-6 Mafia with Snoop Dogg at Bill Street Music Festival too. And Snoop Dogg had brass knucks on with a camera, one of those big little cameras that people used to like carry around in the 1998s. Like they're not huge, but they're the
The
what,
camcorders.
yeah, the camcorders, like the small ones. Everybody knows if you've seen one. He had a brass knucks with one on attached to the brass knucks and was singing with the microphone with the brass knucks and filming the crowd at the same time. And it was such a fun concert. 3-6 Mafia and Snoop Dogg came out, and it was fun. It was real fun. And
That's awesome.
I'm gonna go with the same it's the same music fest. It seems like disappointing ones. I saw Shinedown. Shinedown, kick ass concert every time. Never disappoints you. Amazing every freaking time. The two people that followed that were the most disappointing acts I have ever seen that I was looking forward to seeing. And I don't know if it was just that Shinedown was that good or these acts were just not good. I can tell you that this person that followed Shinedown was the reason that he wasn't good. And that was Aaron Paul. Not Aaron Paul. Is it Aaron Paul?
Breaking Bad.
No, Aaron Paul from oh my god, my mind just went blank all of a sudden. Stained. Is it Aaron Paul? Aaron Lewis, my bad. Aaron Lewis from Stained. Stained came out there, the band Stained. He just sat on a freaking stool the whole time and sang. Very boring. And then following that, I was like, oh, this is gonna get better. Fall Out Boy was looking very, very interested into listening to Fall Out Boy. They were not good. They were not good.
Really?
They were not good. I maybe I was tired or something, but I just wasn't very highly entertained by them.
Sorry, all I could picture was Aaron Paul there. Yo, Memphis.
Yo, bitch,
Yo, bitch. Yo, Memphis.
Mr. White, where are you at, Mr. White?
And then that awkward water
And he gets
drink.
up there and starts singing. He's like, fantasies.
Oh, that's good. Okay. My last really good one was at Riverbend in Chattanooga. People in Chattanooga obviously know what I'm talking about. It's on a barge on the Tennessee River down there by Coolidge Park. And I've seen Weezer there, I've seen Three Doors Down, but my favorite band I've seen there, and it's not in their prime, that you could tell his voice wasn't like as good, but he was trying his damn hardest, was Third Eye Blind. I love Third Eye Blind to death, man. And they played every banger they ever had, Semi Charmed Life, Jumper, including with
Jumper's one
um,
of my favorites, man.
Losing a Whole Year. It's they're one of my like favorite bands of all time. And even his voice is definitely not what it was. And his voice was only what it was for like a small period of time because he was already older.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a tough way to sing. He already has like such a weird California
Yeah.
accent. But man, that was a badass concert. I was blown away. They went balls to the freaking wall, it felt like. And he mentions like these lights, I think I've swallowed like $20, but it was like the middle of April, I think. But yeah, and the worst, my most disappointing was probably actually a guy that is regarded as like one of the best performers of all time, and that's Garth Brooks. I didn't see him in Neyland. I didn't see him. I imagine no one left that show feeling disappointed because of the atmosphere. But I saw him in Nissan Stadium, and what I didn't know though, I will say what I did not know is that was a makeup concert for a rainout that happened like months ago or maybe a year ago. Um, So, and he had a show the following night in Nissan that I heard was better. But it just felt like he was rushing the whole show. No one was that into it. It was like a half full stadium. There was no atmosphere. I
I
think
remember
we
that.
actually left early. We left early. We were that
That's
bored.
See, that sucks because I saw him when I first moved to Nashville in 2010, and he was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought he was really, really good. So yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, you just got a bad night. I think he was really good. He was really entertaining when I saw him. I
Yeah.
thought it was really good.
Yeah. I mean, that's the vibe I got. I think because
Hmm.
of the rain out and stuff, what like that, he kind of did. He might have half-assed it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, before we move on to the next topic, I got one more, and I just saw him last June, and that's a Goo Goo Dolls. They were freaking badass.
Mm.
They were good, real good.
Oh, one shout out to the worst concert. Actually, sorry, Garth. The worst concert ever was Nelly. You and me attended.
I
What
liked
was
it,
it?
dude. Maybe I
You
don't know.
liked it?
Maybe
What's her name? Shanti or whatever wouldn't come out for like 50 minutes, and they kept having to delay. It was one of those hilarious, most like backwards ass things I've ever seen. Like she
I
got
don't know,
her
man.
feelings messed up, and
I like Nelly, bro.
I mean, the peaks of the concert were great,
Yeah, they were.
and my favorite thing was Nelly just kept asking everyone, asking me, asking a friend, asking anyone that had an ear to hear, and that's who's been riding with Nelly since day one.
Dude,
He said
yes.
it before every
Oh
song.
my
He said it during
god.
every song. He said it after every song. He said it in the car ride back. I don't know how he got there, but if there was one question anyone had to ask was, have you been riding with Nelly since day one? And I didn't know what to say because I Nelly has been putting out albums before I was born, so I can't necessarily say that. Guess I hadn't been. And he wanted me out of the arena. I don't know.
Mhm.
Okay, that was our concert segments. Ended very interesting. Next segment. Most unique memories inside Neyland Stadium, Thompson Bowling Arena, and Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Rainey, give me your first.
You know what? It's not even when you mentioned that earlier, something popped in my head. And it's gonna sound really, 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 really weird. Actually, it's really not weird. But the most fun I ever had was the COVID years with sports. It, it doesn't make much sense. It was so weird and so odd. But take football for example in Neyland Stadium. We went to every single game during that
Yeah.
COVID year, and we would just walk down the front row, and just interact with all the players.
It's easy to feel like you're VIP when you're like one of five people there.
Yeah, it's like one of 5,000 in the entire 104,000 seat stadium. But just
Football
the
is way
deal.
better than basketball in COVID. I will say, like basketball, I guess because it's indoors, they made you feel like it was way more of like a medical thing.
Yes.
Football, it just felt like you were like 20 guys at a football game.
And yeah, and I'll never forget you took that picture of me at the football game when we had to wear the mask, but I put it over my eyes because the football was so bad under Jamie Pruitt.
You
And
know what's the craziest thing about that game though? It was 6 days before Christmas.
yeah,
It was December 19th, and we were playing an SEC home game
yeah,
with five people.
yeah.
But
But it
go
was just
ahead.
like it was so that COVID era was so fun. It was so weird. Like it was so like I got so many more on my list right here that I've been writing down throughout the podcast. But like that COVID year, like the tailgating in general, it was so. It wasn't a lot of people tailgating. I felt like we were the only ones out there going full on at it. It was just
Because
us
you needed to
in a
go
parking
full on
lot.
at it to watch that kind of football. Okay, that was the only reason we were there, mind
Yes,
you.
it
There
was
was
so funny.
no, there was no man. I can't wait to see the balls. God no, I don't want to see the balls. I'd rather see anything than the balls right now. They suck ass. I want Pruitt fired. Andy's here to fight me. Every
Yeah, and when my wife chimes in, she goes, "I'm offended. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I'm getting to a story with you in it." So, but you go with one of yours.
Okay, I actually was gonna say that as well, but I'll throw in one other. It's the 2010 UAB game. I will never forget. You know that awkward feeling but I was a kid, so I didn't really get it, or I was a lot younger, so I didn't really get it as extreme as I would today. But that terrible feeling when you realize you're in like a shootout or like a really
Yeah.
good football game
Mhm.
with a team from a nothing conference,
Yep.
like you're like, oh, we suck, don't we? Oh shoot, we definitely suck. I wasn't too sure until now, but we definitely suck. Oh, this team, we're in a football game. Holy crap. We should. Yeah, and there's always the comments you hear throughout the stadium are hilarious. There's like, man, can they let's join the Sun Belt? Maybe FCS. And like you get those comments all throughout, and it's already half full or like three-quarters full. It's Neyland, so obviously
Mhm.
it's going to be a pretty good atmosphere, or pretty good crowd, regardless of the product. Um, and it ended with Gerald Jones catching or maybe it didn't. I think it was Gerald Jones.
That's Joe Jones.
Uh, he caught a game-winning touchdown, and they carried him off the field for beating UAB.
Sorry, I took some of my drink.
I mean, part of me was like, we won. Also, oh God, this is bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's year one of Dooley. We're not even a year removed from dark mode for the first time and beating the hell out of Steve Spurrier. But now we're carrying our players off after beating the UAB Blazers.
Well,
But
it's a unique moment you'll never forget.
what? Oh my! One of my favorite tidbits of that though was the following week we played at like number 10 LSU and had them literally beat if we didn't have a whole extra unit on the field.
Mhm.
And that's where the Dooley era peaked about 5 months
Man,
in.
I got okay. So I'm gonna go with a good one. That I mean, it's. I like the funny ones because they are memories, and I've got another one that's kind of funny, but not funny, but it's you'll remember it. Well, the one I'm going with next is, and it just happened last year, and it was the Jemai Meshack 3-pointer against
Mm-mm.
Alabama to win the game, the half court shot to win the game. And I'll never forget because there were people leaving. You remember the people were there, they were leaving.
Yeah.
The people were
Oh,
leaving that game. People
I had a moment where I kind of said if something doesn't happen right here, I am leaving. But something did happen right there. I think we got a
mm,
like a stop.
yeah,
I can't remember picture play by play, but
but
because
yeah,
I don't like if we were losing, I just don't want to look at it, you know.
yeah. No, I get that. You know, there's so many times you're like, "It's not even worth saying." But, like, I'm so the thing that pissed me off because we were only down like 10, I believe. It wasn't even like it wasn't even that much, and there was a lot of there was plenty of time left to come back. We weren't playing very well, but I'll never forget me and my wife Megan. We're sitting there, and it, this play unfolds. Jemai Meshack gets the ball in, and he launches it, and Rick Barnes and Zakai Ziegler on the sideline trying to literally called a timeout. It would have completely wiped the play off the board. And the shot goes in, and I got this video of me recording the shot because when I record a video, I'll hold it to the side so where I can watch it too as well. Because a lot of people will look straight into their phones and watch through their phones, but I will hold my phone up and then look down so I can see everything happen. So I'm recording this, and then the shot goes in, and I have never heard
Poor
my
bastard
wife.
behind you.
No, the whole place went crazy. But I will never forget the scream that came out of my wife's mouth that I've never. It was like a demon was being released out of her. In the video, you could hear the loudest yell I've ever heard in my entire existence, and it's just her over everyone in that arena. You can hear her, and it's so loud, and it was one of the funniest things when you go back and watch it, which have made it the moment you even more unique because you go back and watch that video. It's such a loud it's like ah! Like it's a scream that I can't even recreate. But that moment right there was yeah, it was so unique, man. People were leaving, who were pissed. And that's why I say never leave a basketball game unless it is like way out of hand. Because basketball's weird. Stuff happens, and that night stuff happened. And that moment right there was holy hell, that was crazy.
Um, dude, I will never forget that game. I almost did not go to it.
Yep.
I was on the fence on going because I don't have season tickets like you do for basketball, and I I feel bad that I can't remember his name. I went with a Twitter follower from Nashville, because he saw my tweet asking if anyone wants to go with me or go like half and half with tickets. And he was driving to Nashville or driving from Nashville, and he's like at 5 p.m. I think the game started at 7 or like at 4 p.m. I think it started at 7. He texts me like or he DMs me, "Hey, you want to go half and half? We'll go to the game." Um, I'm just like, sure. And me and that dude had a great night. I can't
Dude,
even, I like, I'm hanging out with some dude I've never met before, just like, and we're losing our minds, jumping up and down. This is the best moment I've ever experienced in that arena. That was,
crazy.
that was,
So loud.
and you know what's funny? The whole game, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off the entire game until the end. And those are the best though.
It
Okay,
was
my
so good.
most unique was, and honestly, probably second best or nah, I actually still rank this number one. I take that back about Alabama. And that's 2018 Georgia. I don't know if you remember, but Georgia isn't that good. They're not going to go to the tournament or anything. We're playing Georgia.
Oh
We're
my gosh,
and
yes.
we are this is to win the SEC. If we just win this game, because Auburn already lost to like they had the noon game, we had the 4 o'clock game, and they had already lost. So we knew that our game was going to be for an SEC championship, um, regular season, which we haven't won since 08. And this is year 3 at Barnes. No one came in this season with any expectations. This is the year one. This is the Sister Jean year, but we we're trailing the whole game, it feels like. But we're in striking distance, but we're trailing the whole game. Like the most it was 10. The lowest it was like 3. But we're trailing the whole time pretty much until about, I think, 7 minutes to go. I feel like we went on a little bit of a run.
Mhm.
And Admiral Schofield has this steal and dunk. It's the loudest I've ever heard that placed. I mean, maybe Alabama buzzer beater with Meshack was louder. I don't know, but to me, that was the loudest I've ever
That
heard it.
steal though, man, was insane.
Yes, yes, it was unreal,
Like
and just
paint
to be
paint
in
paint
there,
paint that picture of that steal because that was that. I mean, that was just
he 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 comes across and scoops it out, and just it. He goes from one edge of the court to the other, and just overhead, just like right-handed slam, and the whole place just loses their
but
absolute
how
minds.
he
He's
stole
the
it was
best guy dunking in the world.
oh
Like
yeah, but how he
Admiral
stole it
Schofield, the
was
greatest dunks
crazy.
ever.
How he stole it, like the steal was insane because he like stole it and like threw it behind his back and dribbled it, and then it went up and dunked it. Like it was the most insane.
Yeah,
Like the steal was almost more impressive than the dunk. Like the steal was insane.
yeah.
It was just so he knew that was about to happen, and he did it.
and
Like,
and it was probably the probably I forgot I was just about to say, but it was also it gave us the lead, I think, and
yeah.
that was the
Oh, it did.
biggest part of it. Yeah, I believe so, or it tied us. I
Yeah.
can't remember, but we were in the middle of a
Mhm.
dude. I swear, like no one got that arena on their feet more than Admiral Schofield. I just something about when he like had that takeover moment. It was you knew what was happening. Um,
Because he was like, "No one's stopping me going to the room.
And
I'm going."
but I do remember there was a bad call. I can't remember. It was a pretty bad call. We were all pissed off, and we were pissed off pretty much the whole game with the refs. It felt like we just kept chipping away, and
Mhm.
then boom, there'd be like a BS foul because we play rough defense, but it felt BS. And couple people threw things onto the court, and Rick Barnes grabs the mic and says, "Hey, everybody, stop throwing stuff on the court. We got a lot of time. We can still win this." Uh, or he said there's more time left to win this, or something. Oh no, I can't remember word for word because it felt like very much like we're going to win this.
Yes, it was directed as there's still time that we can win this game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was like it's going to happen, guys. Chill out.
Yeah.
That's how it felt at the time. Um, Even though we were down by like 5 or 6. And we win that game. We cut down the nets. It was awesome. It was
Mhm.
just awesome to see that happen live. Because to this day, I think that's the only time, yeah, I've seen us cut the nets down in any way, shape, and form,
Mhm.
despite driving to freaking Detroit. Um,
Yeah. Well, okay, so I've got one more, and it was Florida 2016. We finally broke the streak under Bush Jones. Do you remember being in that game? Do you remember the people like literally having heat strokes in that game? The alleyways, the exits were filled with people laying there, fanning, drinking water, passing out, and then it got to halftime, and the team and the coaches were getting booed off the field.
I was so mad. I
Oh
never
my
spent that
god,
much
everybody
on a
was
ticket in my
so
life. I never
mad.
spent that much on a ticket in my life.
Yes.
And we are coming out there and just we're literally pissing down our legs because we are looking at orange helmets in Florida jerseys. Like that is the only reason we are
Mhm.
playing like crap. We are better than them at everything, and we're at home with a packed house. There is no reason to be losing this game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And yeah, 100%. And then and so one of my friends, one of my dad's friends, huge Florida fan, drove to Neyland to watch this game. First half, he was like, "Sorry again, that's gonna happen to you." End of the third quarter, no, the beginning of the fourth quarter, he said, "I had fun. Enjoy the rest of the game." The game was just gotten started, like Tennessee coming back, but he knew it. He was like, "I can't sit in this crowd and watch this," and he left because he knew the change in momentum has shifted, and that crowd was one of the most hostile, loud crowds when Jawan Jennings caught that pass down the sideline for that
oh my
touchdown.
God.
Oh my God, that crowd.
Oh my God.
You talking about unique moment? That was unique as hell because I've never heard a a gas of he's gonna drop it to oh my God, he caught it.
That bubble right there, man.
Unique,
He was
man.
Oh my God,
God,
that was unreal. And
unique.
then how I came Austin Appleby, that was his name, the
Mhm.
quarterback from Florida. I'll never forget. He has a play where he throws the interception to Todd Kelly, and you can tell he is just in pure I can't think it's so loud.
Uh-huh.
I'm purely panicking, and he just throws it. It just like doesn't even look. He just throws it and doesn't even look and throws it right to Todd Kelly. He doesn't even have to move. He just
Todd
and
Todd Todd Kelly was so
that
dedicated.
place
God,
went to a different level right then,
decibel.
and it was unfreaking real. It was
That
the
Todd Kelly interception, that's when the crowd knew, "Oh, we're gonna win this." This is this is
dude,
getting bad for Florida.
dude.
That's
I
when they knew.
until 22 Bama, that was number one all time, and I didn't think it could be topped.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
That was it.
this has turned into the best moments. And so when I bring up, we're going to Lindsey Nelson now. And obviously, the best moment of all time is when we hit the walk off against Wright State. It was unforgettable. I just got to mention it. Literally, it might be Bama 22 is number one, but that's number two for me as moments I experienced live at a UT sporting event. But my, my most unique, you asked me my most unique. Okay, you guys have made fun of me for this. It's pretty funny. But me and Kayla have parakeets, and you,
What are
me,
their
and
names? What are their names?
one. Kayla won't let me change it, despite all that happened. But his name is Nico. I named him after our Polynesian quarterback at the moment.
Mm.
Um, and she won't let me change it. I did it. He's tropical, and so is Nico. So was Nico. Whatever. And you know what's ironic?
Tropical.
He's the Nico the bird is UCLA blue. He its
Mm.
color is UCLA blue. But this was our first bird at the time. Um, and the one we got first, I can't even remember his name right now. But oh, what was his name?
Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Oh, what was his name? Okay. Anyways, the first bird we got, and I'm with you and some of our other friends. We're seeing Tennessee play St. Bonaventure. I think the game just started, and I realize I get a call from my wife who's at home, and she tells me our bird is dead, and I need to get home. And she's in tears. She loves that. She loved that bird. she loves our current birds. Um, and I it was such an odd, unique experience in Lindsey Nelson Stadium to be like, "Hey, anyone give me a ride?" Because I rode someone there. My bird's dead. And the following question was like, "You had a bird?" Like, obviously, it's dead. Well, I had, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that
It
because
was
we were sitting with
hilarious.
a bunch of friends. We're like, "Where'd Austin go?" And then you text like, "My bird died." You left a game for a bird? Good God Almighty!
I'm I was more or less going to comfort my wife, but
Mm,
regardless,
sure, man. Sure.
because
Talk yourself through it.
the thing was just. You ever seen a dead bird in a cage?
No, I haven't because I don't buy birds.
It's just face down. Just
Yeah, chilling.
all right, your turn.
That's it. I'm good.
Okay.
Like
Uh,
that's enough unique moments. I mean, like we can go all freaking day with that.
yeah,
All damn day.
yeah. Uh, you know, okay. Well, our last segment was snacks. You want to cover this real fast?
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty simplistic list. But go ahead with your favorite snacks, and I'll name
Okay.
mine because I mean,
Okay.
snacks are
I'm just gonna give one. I'm just giving one. Okay. And it's my all-time favorite. It's the greatest snack ever. I don't care what anyone says. It's popcorn. Popcorn's the greatest snack of all time.
that's a good one.
Microwave, Jiffy Pop, I don't care. Actually, I will say I went to a movie last I went the last Sunday, and we saw Good Fortune with Seth Rogen and Keanu Reeves. Um, and we went to the Regal Theater in the Westtown Mall, which I'd never been to before. I'm not from Knoxville, but I live here now. But never been there before, and we sat. I mean, everything's luxury there, and we got popcorn. It was literally the greatest popcorn I've had in my entire life. I
Theater
could not
popcorn is
stop eating it.
way better than any other popcorn you eat.
This was the best though.
It's
I
so good, so
legitimately got
good.
to say it was the greatest popcorn.
I didn't even think about
Go
popcorn
get
at
the
all.
popcorn right now. Go
I
get
didn't.
that
Okay,
popcorn right now.
after the show, I'm gone. See ya.
Uh,
I'll be late for work tomorrow.
They
But I'm
probably
gone.
got a 9:30 showing.
Yeah. No, but I didn't even think about popcorn. I didn't even think about popcorn. Like that is, yeah. I mean, that's a good one. I'm gonna go. Do you have a list?
I just have some clip notes,
Okay, so
like through some
I'll,
names.
off the top of my head, off the top of my damn head, I'm just gonna go Oreos, oatmeal cream pies, Hershey Kisses, Welch's fruit snacks. I sound like I'm about to be diabetic. Chex Mix, my all-time favorite of all time, hot Cheetos,
Hmm.
Rice Krispie treats, classic beef jerky. You cannot go wrong with beef jerky. Beef jerky is an all-timer. Like beef jerky. And one of my all-time favorites, it's seasonal, Christmas tree cakes.
Oh, that's up there, man.
I can eat a whole box by myself.
Okay. The greatest Little Debbie though is the Nutter Butters.
Those are good. Those are good.
There's nothing that hits that peanut butter craving mixed with that chocolate. It's better than Oreos. It kicks the crap out of Oreos, in
No.
my opinion. In my opinion, it does.
Okay. I love
And
Oreos.
another one of my all-time favorite snacks. It's literally like I had to ask you, is this the flavor? Because I literally just call it the blue Doritos, and because that's what you get. There's
Uh,
nothing like the it's Cool Ranch. The Cool Ranch, the blue
yeah.
Doritos, and but the greatest tasting thing in the world is when you get that chip that has just been caked in the little flakes,
Seasoning.
and
The
you're just like,
seasoning.
oh, here we go, baby. And that thing will take you there is no drug in the world that meets what that Cool Ranch Dorito will do to you. He'll
That's true.
take you. There needs to be like a Tim and Eric movie or something where they eat that Dorito and they just are launched into outer space.
No, you're right though, because you go through a bag of chips, you're like, oh, these are good, and then you pull that one out that's just dusted in it. You're like, oh, this is gonna be the best 10 seconds of my life. Crunch.
Oh, I gotta throw in salt and vinegar chips. I love
Yes.
salt and vinegar
Salt and
chips.
vinegar. I was about to say salt and vinegar. I just bought them at the store tonight. Salt and vinegar Pringles.
Yeah,
So-
Pringles are probably the best. Pringles,
Yeah, so good.
laser up there. Any kettle cook.
Salt and vinegar is just amazing.
Can't think of anything. Honey buns. I love honey buns.
Honey buns are good too.
They're real good.
Chex Mix though, those little brown pieces in there, those little brown little chip pieces. Those are, I don't even know what you call them. Those little brown chip looking things are amazing. So good.
They're good. Oh,
So
the
good.
Muddy Buddies. The Chex Mix, the chocolate ones. You ever had
Fruit
those?
Gushers. Fruit Gushers.
Oh, Gushers. When I was
Gushers.
a kid, man, I love the packets like that weird little.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've
about
never
a,
seen that.
Fruit roll up.
Oh man, I love fruit by the foot, man.
Fruit by the foot. That's what I meant. Fruit by the foot too.
What's
Fruit
that?
roll ups are so.
Wait, the one was like the sheet, and one was like a roll.
Yeah, the fruit,
Oh, that-
fruit by the foot was a sheet with the roll. No, the roll was the fruit by the foot. The sheet was fruit roll up because it was rolled up and you could unroll it.
What's the greatest flavor of Airhead?
I don't like Airheads.
You don't like Airheads?
I like
Oh
Starburst.
man, the greatest Airhead flavor
The white one maybe.
is white. Is the mystery one.
The white
Is
is the best one I ever had. All the rest of them were okay, but Starburst. What's the favorite Starburst? What's the best Starburst?
The pink.
Pink's pretty good. Pink's pretty good. I got to go with red. I guess that's cherry. I love it. It's good. That's good.
All
Good
good.
stuff.
This is good. This is a good show. This is a fun
Good
little
topics, man.
segments.
That
Yeah,
was.
thanks.
Those are fun segments, man.
This is a fun little segments, man.
It was. It was. We got to. Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that, and we'll do it again
Mm-hmm.
real soon. But man, that was fun, man. That was good. Go back and listen to that one. But anyway, had a hell of a time. Had a fun night. We'll do it again soon. Great job, Austin. Peace out. Good night. God bless.